I think it is not so much changed my way of writing, but informed me about things so that I could become a more effective writer. And what I'm speaking about in general is that their autobiographical stories opened me up to the understanding that there are not good people and bad people, and the good people are out of prison and the bad people are in prison. For me, it was a lucky accident that I began my work with the women at the prison at the same time, the same month that I began the novel. I thought they were two very separate things, but as I was teaching the women more effective strategies about how to write, and most of them wanted to write autobiographical pieces, but as I was teaching them how to write effectively, they were teaching me through their stories about the reasons why and the complicated things that bring people to prison. And so the two crossed, and I became their student as they were being my students. In Le Chagrin et la grâce, the protagonist's wife, Maureen, survives the Columbine massacre, but she doesn't survive intact. She begins to suffer from the affliction post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, my students at the women's prison, the majority of them also have post-traumatic stress. And as I was receiving their work, and this is an example of what they were teaching me, they were telling me about the symptoms of that and how they became traumatized, most of them as children, some of them as teenagers. And so I had a much better understanding when Maureen in the story goes to prison, largely because of her post-traumatic stress disorder and her reactions to it. The women who are my students taught me that so that I could hopefully write it honestly and effectively. I'm not sure that I'm working on it or it's working on me, but I am now in the very early stages of a new novel that I think I am going to call We Are Water. Now, my problem is that I have a title, but I do not yet have a story. I'm pretty sure that there is going to be a flood in this story, and that there are going to be 3 people whose lives I'm going to follow. They are children at the time of the flood, young children sitting up in a tree in safety as the flood waters rage below them. I'm now searching for one of those ancient myths to tie to the story, and hopefully that will help to guide me through the plot and help me to understand and get to know the characters.